A country in crisis. In late 2023, Argentina was in big trouble. Prices were going up very fast, every day. The word for this is inflation. In some months, inflation was over 25%. That means something that cost 100 pesos in January could cost 200 pesos by May. People were scared. They didn't know how to plan. Every day, money lost value. Many families could not buy enough food. Shops changed prices every week. Some people said, I get paid on Friday, but by Monday I can buy less. The country also had big debts. It owed money to other countries and the IMF. The government had no savings. There were not enough dollars. In the banks, unemployment was high. Many young people left Argentina to find jobs in Europe or the US. People were tired. They didn't trust politicians anymore. They wanted something new. They wanted someone different. And then they met Javier Milei. 2. Who is Javier Milei? Javier Milei is not a normal politician. He is loud. He is different. He shouts on TV and says things that surprise people. He talks about freedom, free markets, and no more corruption. Before politics, Milei was an economist. He worked with money, banks, and business. He also gave many talks on TV and radio. People started to know his voice and his strong opinions. Milei has a special haircut and often wears black suits. He likes to talk about libertarian ideas. He says the state is the problem. He believes that the government should be smaller. Some people laughed at him. Others called him crazy or extreme. But many people liked him. They said, maybe he is different, but he is honest. He talked about the pain of the people. He said, I understand your suffering. He promised real change, not just more promises, and in 2023 something amazing happened. Javier Milei won the presidential election. 3. The big change. In December 2023, Javier Milei became the new president of Argentina. Many people were surprised. He was not from a big political party. He was new. He was different. In his first speech, he said, there is no money. We must make strong changes now. Milei didn't wait. He started working fast. He made big cuts in government spending. He stopped some subsidies, money the government gave to help with gas, transport, and food. He also made the dollar more free. Before, people had problems buying dollars. Now they could exchange money more easily. This helped the economy breathe. Some people were happy. They said, finally, someone is doing something real. Others were worried. They said, this is too fast. People will suffer. Prices went up for some things, like bus tickets and food. But Milei said, we must feel pain now to have peace later. The country was changing and the world was watching. 4. Bold decisions, tough reactions. President Milei made many bold decisions. He wanted to fix Argentina's economy fast. But the changes were not easy for the people. He cut spending in many areas. Public workers lost jobs, some programs for free, medicine or transport were reduced. The government stopped helping with energy and gas prices. Suddenly, life became more expensive. Some people had to walk to work. Others had to choose between food or medicine. Many people were angry. They went to the streets to protest. They held signs and shouted, we need help. No more cuts. Unions organized strikes. Some schools and hospitals closed for a few days. There was fear and confusion. But Milei didn't stop. He said, I know this is hard, but if we don't change now, things will only get worse. He asked the people to wait, to be patient, to trust the plan. At first, it was hard, but soon small signs of change began to appear. 5. Inflation goes down. Real stories. For many years, Argentina had one big problem: inflation. Prices went up every week. People could not plan their money. Some shops changed prices every day, but in April 2024, something different happened. The inflation went down. It was 8.8%, the lowest since 2022. In May, it dropped again, only 4.2%. It was a big surprise for many people. Let's hear two real stories. Gloria, 74, is a retired woman. She lives in Buenos Aires. She told a reporter if prices increased, they increased just a little. I'm delighted. Today I received my pension, and I'm able to go grocery shopping. Before she said she was afraid to go to the market. Now she can buy basic things again. Laura, 19, sells T-shirts at a street market. She said, for the first time in years, prices no longer jump from one day to the next. Now it's easier to sell. Customers are coming back. Before, Laura changed prices every week. Now she keeps the same price for a whole month. These are small stories, but they show a big change and people are starting to feel some relief. It's not perfect yet, but things are not getting worse anymore. They are slowly getting better. 6. A new economic feeling. In the past, people in Argentina felt tired. They said, nothing ever changes. Every year is worse than the last. But now, in mid-2024, something is different. The inflation is going down. The dollar is more stable. Shops are not changing prices every day. For the first time in many years, people can plan their money again. Families can buy food for the week. Small businesses are reopening. Confidence is growing. The markets are also reacting. Foreign investors are coming back. They see Argentina as a country that wants to change. The stock market is more active. People are buying and selling again. Companies are planning for the future. With less economic chaos, some international brands want to return to Argentina. This brings jobs and hope. The people feel cautious but not hopeless. They still have many problems. Some prices are high, some services are limited, but there is a new energy in the air, as one man said in an interview. It's still hard, but now I see a light at the end of the tunnel. 7. Criticism and challenges. Even with good news, many people in Argentina are still suffering. The changes from President Milei are strong, and they are not easy for everyone. Some services are weaker now. Hospitals have fewer resources. Public schools have fewer teachers. Programs for the poor were cut. People ask, how can we live without help? Some say Milei is going too fast. Others say he is too cold. They believe the rich are safe, but the poor are feeling all the pain. There are also protests. Many groups, workers, students, and unions, go to the streets to say no to the cuts. They carry signs and march through the cities. Some experts are worried. They say the changes could cause new problems. They say if people lose hope, they will stop supporting the government. Others warn rebuilding takes time. The pain must not be too great. But Milei continues. He says, the old system is broken. Change is hard, but necessary. Some people agree, some do not. The country is divided. 8. What's next for Argentina? Now we are in mid-2025. President Milei faces big tests. In May, inflation fell to 1.5%, the lowest in 5 years. This is good news for the country, but challenges continue. The yearly inflation is still 43.5%, very high. The government must pay back IMF loans, 20 billion. Argentina will have midterm elections in October 2025. People are watching. Will the low inflation continue? Will new IMF money help the economy? Can the president keep the trust of voters? Markets are also watching. Investors saw inflation drop and started to return. Argentina sold $1 billion in bonds, a sign of renewed confidence. So, the next months are important. They will decide if Argentina can really leave the crisis behind. 9. Conclusion. Can one man change a country? Let's review the story. Argentina was in crisis, very high inflation, and no trust. Javier Milei came with new Bold ideas. He made fast cuts and changes. Inflation dropped in April to 8.8%, then May to 1.5%. People like Gloria and Laura feel more stable now. The country still has problems: poverty, protests, debt. The future depends on low inflation, IMF help, and elections. So, can one man change a country? Right now, it looks like yes, Argentina is walking toward hope. But the journey is not over. The next months will tell if the change can last.